Make sure you watch this entire video. Two absolutely free game breakdowns. One NHL and one college basketball, my two favorite sports. This time of year, as you guys know, if you want some football, we got it on our YouTube right now in the form of the OSB podcast. You can also go to our website. We have more articles on some football games on there as well. And remember, I'm betting these games on my two favorite sports books, BetMGM and Caesars Palace. Gotta love it. All right, let's dig right into it. Before I do, make sure you subscribe to this page, turn those notifications on, hit that like button, and leave us a comment. Become part of that coveted comment crew. Comment crew's a little lazy lately, so let's get some comments coming back here. I used to give shout outs, but it's like I like to have like 10 people at least to give a shout out to. So let's dig right into it. Before I do that, I want to tell you that we are 18-5 in our last 23 free games that we've posted either on here or on Instagram, TikTok. Sometimes we post them both. Sometimes we only post them one place. Lately, it's been definitely more here on the YouTube page. So make sure those notifications on, because some of these games only come in a few hours before game time, because we need to see what the line's doing. We need to see what type of movement we have. We need to see what's going on before we can really dig in the proper way. Okay, and that's what it's all about, just making sure that we are dialed in, and that's why we're able to have the record that we do. So yeah, we could post games 3-4 days in advance. Probably wouldn't have the same record, straight up. Now we're looking at a Pac-12 rivalry team right here. Game Colorado versus Arizona State. The Buffaloes are second in the Pac-12, 11-3 record. They've won 6 consecutive games, and then the Wildcats of Arizona blew them out, 97-50. They're 10th in the nation in shooting percentage, 8th in the nation in shooting percentage from the field. 10th in the nation in shooting percentage from the three-point line. And the best player on the team, KJ Simpson, is averaging 20 points a game, 5 rebounds a game, 4.5 assists, and 2 steals per game. Arizona, on the other hand, they are 7th in the Pac-12, 9-5. Arizona State, 9-5 record. They've lost 3 straight games. And then they won 3 straight games and are coming off of an 82-70 win over Utah. So they're 3-3 in their last 6, and they have Frankie Collins leading the team with 13 points, 5.5 rebounds. Arizona State 6-8 against the spread this year, 3-3 at home. Colorado 8-6 against the spread, but 0-2 at home against that spread. That's not, the home and away spreads are one of the more important trends that I look at least. I think that they tell a lot more than other trends that, there are trends out there that you'll find online that just don't really matter. I mean, sometimes it'll be like, they're 5-6 in their last 11 games played on a Saturday. Well, I mean, hey, thanks for that info, but what is that really going to do for me? Usually not much. It's usually a piece of information that is just to fill some content, right? It's just to fill up someone's page. That's really all something like that, in my humble opinion, is for. So be careful with that type of info. It's just kind of unnecessary. Just because a team's playing on a Saturday or something like that doesn't really mean super too much to me. But yeah, this Colorado offense is stellar. Arizona State just doesn't really compare as far as offensively, but it's not really close. This line was at 3. It moved to 4.5. Let me check where it is right now, because I want to give you guys an accurate line here. And I am getting an updated line as we speak. It looks like it's at 3 or 4 on most books. I really would like to have it at 3. That would be preferable for my taste, my opinion. my likings. So if you have it at 4 and you're able to take the alternate line or you're able to move it, which I know a lot of these sports books don't let you do, I would take it. Yeah, it's at 3.5 right now. So I'm saying go ahead. I think that Arizona State at home, if you can get this thing to 4, 4.5, I really like it. I think Colorado's probably going to win by 1, 2, or 3. So I would get Arizona State +4, lock it in. And I got another one for you. We are looking at a hockey matchup, the Vegas Knights. This is a team that just got destroyed by my Florida Panthers, who are very hot right now. And they have lost a couple games in a row. They're playing tonight the New York Islanders. Vegas is a slight favorite at around -140, -145. So let's dig into this game here. The Islanders are having a decent year. They're 18-10, and they're ranked 5th in the Eastern Conference. They're 5-1. They just beat the Coyotes 5-1. They're 16th overall in the NHL, so right in the middle of the pack as far as scores. They're allowing 3.21, which is 21st in the league. That's not going to really get the job done. Now you got the Golden Knights at 22-12. They're 5th in the Western Conference after their loss to the Panthers. They've lost 7 of 10. They lost to the Kraken. They lost to the Panthers. They're ranked 9th in the league in goals scored, 15th in the league in goals allowed. They need to step it up a little bit, and now may be the time for them to do it. Their big issue right now is their big-time goalie, Aiden Hill, has been out. And Logan Thompson is not exactly getting done what he needs to be done, right? So let's dig right into this game, and let's say that they're still the Vegas Knights, and they will turn this around. And what better time to turn it around against an East Coast team traveling to the West Coast to play them, late game, just right up Vegas's alley. I'm looking at the Knights, and I'm locking them in at -140, -145. Let me give you a piece of advice, guys. Do not let juice scare you away on hockey. If you're going to bet hockey, you got to put the juice in, and you got to be able to accept that, hey, I might lose a game at -135 or -140 or -145, and that's okay. Obviously, if Aiden Hill was in this game, the line would probably be 160 or 170, but he's not, and the Knights have been sliding, and I think it's a good time to take some value here. I mean, the Knights are just, they got to turn it around eventually, and they will. They're still one of the better teams. They're defending champions, Stanley Cup champions, and they're going to get this thing turned around. Vegas Knights, lock it and clock it. Guys, like I said, if you want more than that, you can go to our website for more articles on game breakdowns. Let's lock it in, and let's win.